Mark, your year-over-year growth is impressive, but I'm worried about the scalability of the human-in-the-loop model. Doesn't that mean costs increase with revenue?
Listen, that's a common misconception. Our AI handles 90% of the work. The humans, well, they're only there for the final quality check. As our algorithms improve, the human time required actually decreases.
And what about the competitive landscape? There are other AI tools. What's your moat?
Well, our moat is our integration depth. We don't just generate content, we execute it. We are deeply embedded in the client's tech stack. Once a client is on IPSM, the switching costs are very high.
Listen, let's talk about the burn rate. How much capital are you looking for, and what's the runway?
Well, we are raising $5 million in Series A. That will give us an 18-month runway to expand and enter the European market.
And the exit strategy? Are you looking for an acquisition or an IPO?
Well, our focus is on building a sustainable company. However, given our integrations, we are a very attractive acquisition target.
I like the vision, Mark. Send over your pitch deck. I'll discuss it with my partners.
Well, talk about a high-stakes conversation. Mark was pitching for millions of dollars.
And Miss Sterling was tough. She asked all the hard questions. Listen, she went straight for the weaknesses, scalability and competition.
Well, Mark had a great answer for the competition question. He defined his moat.
Right. A moat in medieval times protected a castle. In business, it protects your profits from competitors.
And Mark said his moat was high switching costs.
Well, that means it's expensive or difficult for a customer to switch to a competitor. Listen, if you're embedded in their tech stack, they are stuck with you.
Mark asked about the burn rate.
Well, that's how fast a company spends its cash. Listen, if your burn rate is too high, you run out of money.
Which leads to the runway.
Well, runway is how much time you have left before you crash, financially speaking. Mark said they have 18 months.
And finally, the exit strategy.
Well, that's how the investors get their money back, usually by selling the company, acquisition, or going to the stock market, IPO. Mark survived the interrogation. Let's hope he gets the check.